sit down ramai-ramai to actually get to know each other. The clubs function for the members and the members function for the club. It's difficult to do so with small groups usually, tapi kalau kita ada ramai-ramai macam ni, I think we can actually get a better understanding. So for the benefit of new members and owners alike, I'd like to give a bit of a brief about the club's history, the present and the future. And I'll share a bit on the working of the committee and about the club's basic objectives. Now historically, that's what Joshua said, there was not very many Ducatis in Malaysia. But over the past few years, we have had a tremendous growth in Ducati sales, and as a result of that, we have a large group of people here before us today. But that's not everybody, of course. This is just a fraction, but it will hopefully grow to be bigger. From a humble beginning of a few Ducatis, now we have had the growth, and we now have members numbering in the hundreds. So that is actually an achievement in itself. Despite, like what Colonel Joshua was saying, the breakdowns, etc., the passion for the brand and the bike is still there, which is good. So the purpose of the club is really to gather people together and hopefully provide activities and events so that we all can continue to enjoy the events for years to come. To this end, what do we do? What is the purpose of the club? So the purpose of the club is actually to gather people sharing similar interests, to be in a group and enjoy common activities. So for the club, what do? We actually provide, first and foremost, pasal kita punya bike is a performance bike involved with racing. It's a thoroughbred. So first is a track day. So we organize a lot of track days. In a year, 6 to 7 track days. This is for the members, and it's a heavily subsidized event for members. Of course, members always buy the bike not at one time. We have progressively new members coming in every month. So we have track days every other month so that people who buy bikes, especially new owners, can use the track days to familiarize themselves. In the track day, we also provide education. We use the word education because Ducati is inside there, E and O N at the end. So we call it education. And the purpose of education is really to is for new owners and new members to familiarize themselves with the bike. We provide that. We provide basic riding techniques and tips. So we have track days, we have short day rides like makan-makan, we have overnight trips, we have long hauls like cross borders, we have MotoGP viewings, and of course celebrating the MotoGP race in Sepang every year in October. So for this year, we also have World Ducati Week, especially Asia Ducati Week. I'm sure Dato will touch on the Asia Ducati Week. It's a very ambitious program. But for the club, we also intend to do a more adventurous run this year, depending, of course, on the election and who gets in or what. The plan is to go for the Phuket Bike Week and proceed from Phuket Bike Week to possibly the 1,000 corners, and from 1,000 corners probably pay a visit to the 795 factory. Estimated to take about 9 days. So it depends. Let's see how that goes. And of course, with a larger member base, we are looking at providing more segmentized programs, like off-road for multi-stradas and maybe for the naked events, naked bikes, not naked. So we hope with bigger numbers, more people will participate in the events. And that pretty much ties up what it is that the club does for the members in terms of programs and activities. I'd like to touch a bit about the working of the club committee itself. So for me, I think it's also important because I have heard through the grapevine lots of accusations being thrown at the committee. I think that's very unfair. We all are in, and we are here to do work voluntarily. We all have our own full-time jobs to do, so we have to make do with whatever time we have. Fortunately, most of the committee members have BlackBerry services, so we actually keep abreast of what's going on through the BlackBerry without having to meet weekly, daily, or whatever regularly. So we just make a note of what needs to be done, and people will respond from there on the committee. Number two, basically, the committee last year, and the first year, 2011, 2010 and 2011, this year's committee, we don't enjoy any benefits. You can ask the last committee and this committee. Every event we pay the same fees that all members pay. Track day you pay $50, we pay $50. Any events that you pay, we pay. We get no free meals, no free trips. So the whole purpose of this is really, we are here to serve the club voluntarily. We are not here to take the benefits of being a committee. So that's the idea. So I think the committee this year anyway has been quite happy with it. But perhaps the first year committee didn't stand back because they didn't get any election, they didn't get any benefits. I don't know. So there's many more benefits for committee. Again, I also have to say the president does not choose his team. He has to work with whatever team that has been chosen for him. So it takes some time to get to know the team. The first year's committee, basically, there were 7 committee members. I think 6 didn't seek re-election. So the whole 6 committee members are new to me. It takes months to get to know them and how we can work together. So as a result of this, I would like to also move for some changes in our constitution with regards to term for committee members. That will come up in other matters. So also we run the club according to the constitution. Everything that we table, everything that we discuss is based on the constitution, not based on what I like or what the committee likes. So whatever we discuss, if it's in line with the club rules, we will do it. Of course, then it depends on whether the members will participate or not. If they don't, then we don't probably do that event again. So on the final part, really, is actually about the members. There's so much that we can do, so much the committee can do, but ultimately it depends on you, the members. So it is you have all made the effort to be here. Thank you very much, despite the rain or whatever it is. It is you that decides on the committee. It is you that elects the committee. And it's also you that drives the club. Without you, there will be no club. Without you participating in any events, there will be no noise. So we can organize events, but it's you guys that make it happen. And you guys make it happening. So I would say, you can say everything good about the club. You can say everything good about the club. Or you can take everything bad about the club and say anything bad about the club. That's your choice. We cannot stop anybody from saying bad things, but we hope people say good things. And that's essentially also, but even if you do participate and you say bad things, it's better than not participating and saying all kinds of things. So please participate and see what the event is like, and I think you will enjoy the friendship amongst members. Finally, really, I like to also, not finally, essentially what I like the members to do is that we actually have Facebook. It's cheap, it's free, not even cheap, it's free, and that is available to everybody and anybody. We post all our activities on Facebook, so everybody can keep abreast. And what we tend to do is we plan it all in advance, put it up months in advance that you need, you can actually plan your holidays if you need a holiday. You can plan your bike service if you need bike service, and you can actually chart out what's happening. So if you don't go to Facebook, you don't check the Facebook, and you don't know what's happening, please don't hold the committee responsible for not letting you know. Maybe when we had 50 members, we could SMS and call everybody. By having 300 members, I don't think we could SMS and call everybody. And even if we do SMS and call everybody, I actually did SMS 300 people roughly for the AGM. I had 40 response. So, we do our work. Members, just do your part. There's no point for us to really go out and spend all our time trying to fight everybody if members don't respond. Sometimes we say something, and we say we have a dinner, and quite often we hear the answer, noted. What does that mean? Are they coming? Are they not coming? So please give us a real clear indication that we don't have to follow up. One, we have the SMS. Second, we call. Third, we have to follow up SMS. And we've got to confirm again. If 300 people, that's 1,200 times they have to call you guys. So basically, that's part and parcel of the job. But I do hope for members to actually take their part. You can call us one time. We will call you 300 times. So essentially that is for now. So essentially what we'll also do, to make it easy, later we will actually probably put up the names of all the committee who has been elected, so that for members, please use any one of those numbers to call the committee, to communicate with them. So if you divide 300, or how many people here, we have 100 plus, divided by 7, that's about 15 people per committee. But of course, we have more than that for members. It's just so happens that this number of people turned up. Finally, I'd like to also say that we actually are a very lucky club. Ducati Club Malaysia, or any club under NASA group of companies, are very lucky. I can't speak on behalf of other clubs. I am with Ducati Club. And I know that NASA has gone more than 100% to support us. They have given us discounts for our merchandise and parts. They give us a backup vehicle whenever we go out for any people who have problems on the bike. They give us the mechanics, and they also contribute to our funds, to our club coffers, to be able to subsidize the events that we do for all of you. It will be a shame if you don't. It will be a shame if with all these activities and all these subsidies that you get, you don't fully utilize it. So essentially, I'd like to give a round of applause to Dr. Zul and NASA for their help today. So I'd like to say it's been a pleasure working with the committee. I know they have been busy. I know they have not been able to meet all the time. But I do appreciate the effort and the time they put in order to solve the problems, even if it is early in the morning, tengah-tengah malam pun kita jumpa. So I'd like to thank everybody personally. Thank you to the committee. And finally, I'd like to say, vote wisely today. We are all volunteers, so your votes determine the future of the club. Thank you. I forgot to add, basically there's something which we've been looking at, essentially a new membership card that will have a chip. Yeah, every event that we do, we will record so that we can actually start looking at possibly at the end of next AGM, we can see the most active member, the most whatever members, so we will actually record all members' dealings with the club. So later, before we do the election, we will do that presentation. Thank you.